So hello everyone, I'm Vi, I'm e-commerce marketing expert at Omnisend, and today we're celebrating our integration with Triple Whale. And I know some of you have been waiting for it for ages. Probably some of you heard about it only for the first time today or when you were registering for the webinar. So I'm very excited to introduce it to you. And to help us with that, we have Tamna. He is the tech partner manager at Triple Whale, and she's going to walk us through it, what Triple Whale is, what are the best cases to use for you as an Omnisend user as well. Tamna, would you like to say hello?
Hey everyone, I'm super excited to be here today. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Alrighty, a couple of things to know before we begin. So this session is being recorded. You will receive the recording in a couple of days. We'll also include the slides and any of the resources we're going to share throughout. And also we have customer support in the chat, so they'll be happy to guide you if you have any questions or anything. Alrighty, Tamna, the stage is yours.
All right, everyone. Again, Omnisend, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm Tamna Bawa, I'm one of the tech partner managers here at Triple Whale. Now, before we dive in, here's a quick look at what we're going to be covering today. So first, I'm going to walk you through why data-driven decisions have honestly never been more important. And at the same time, probably more challenging than ever before, especially for small brands, big brands, brands that are growing fast. It's just such a crazy landscape right now. Now, after that, we're actually going to look at how Triple Whale and Omnisend work together. I know a lot of you are here and excited for that. And then we're going to look at AI-powered insights that actually move the needle. From there, we're going to break down real customer examples. We're going to show you how unified measurement works in practice. And then we're going to highlight the tools brands are using right now to drive more efficient growth. And I highly, highly suggest that you stick around until the end because we have a very special offer exclusively for all of the attendees here today, and you definitely do not want to miss it. All right, now, as I said before, it's never been more important to make data-driven decisions. Ad costs continue to rise across every ad platform, and the number of retailers and D2C brands continues to increase. Tariffs are a big question mark that makes margins tighter than ever. So honestly, you guys are faced with a lot. And yet it's never been more difficult, right? The landscape complexity of running a brand these days is just next level. So you've got ad platform coming and going, more distribution channels to manage. You are swimming in oceans of data. And honestly, it must be overwhelming. Now, there just aren't enough hours in a day or people on your team to oversee all that surface area and effectively make decisions about where to invest your limited time and budget. You have to analyze oceans of data across your entire business to actually truly be data-driven. Now, that's like a real job for AI, giving you superhuman powers. And I think it's not nice to have anymore. It's honestly business critical. So that's why we built Triple Whale, the agent power intelligence platform for your entire brand. Now, most analytics platforms, they're telling you what's happening, but here at Triple Whale, we help you understand why, and more importantly, what to do next. And at Triple Whale, we're not just another data tool. We're actually the go-to e-commerce intelligence platform built for brands that are scaling fast and need clarity in their decision-making. Today, we're actually the proud source of truth for over 45,000, actually 50,000 plus innovative brands. And that includes well-known names like Calpak, MeUndies, Peloton, Culture Kings, and so many more. But we're not just working with brands, we're actually powering an entire ecosystem of e-commerce growth. And with 2,000 plus trusted agency partners and 65 plus deep tech integrations, we actually ensure our customers get the most out of their data, from marketing to inventory, and of course, ultimately to profitability. So if you're wondering what that looks like in a little bit more detail, please check out our website. We have a full section of case studies, and I encourage you to just check it out, see how it's being used day to day by so many amazing brands. Now, let's start with the big picture. For years, e-commerce brands have been drowning in point solutions. One tool for attribution, another for analytics, another for forecasting, and so on. And each one promises insights, but together they create silos, complexity, and just overall inefficiency. And I know there's probably also people on this call who have 100, 1,000 different tabs open, looking at all sorts of different metrics, and it must be confusing and it must take up a lot of time. If that's you, I want to hear you in the chat. Now, at Triple Whale, we asked a simple question. What if AI could bring all of this together? So let's talk about Moby agents. You get 24/7 AI agents that continuously analyze your business, they detect issues, and also surface opportunities automatically. Then we also have Moby Chat, which is your on-demand AI data scientist. Just ask a question. It can create reports, forecasts, or even deep insights instantly. Now, together, they replace dozens of tools with one intelligent platform that powers advanced attribution, marketing mix modeling, data warehousing, enrichment, and analytics. Everything modern brands need to grow fast and smarter these days. Now, Triple Whale is the only platform that actually brings everything together: real-time data, identity resolution, and AI-powered insights in one simple, unified system. No extra tools needed, no warehouses, just clear measurement, analysis, and growth all in one place. And with Moby AI Pro, your AI team just got even more powerful. So first, advanced Moby Chat takes things to the next level. It can now build forecasts for you, can run deep dive analysis, and even generate creative assets like images and videos. And next, you can actually create and publish ads directly to Meta without ever leaving Moby Chat. So that means going from insights to action instantly. And then our agent template library. It gives you pre-built AI agents for common use cases, things like media buying insights, retention analysis, and conversion optimization. And finally, with custom agents, our context engineers team helps you build agents fully tailored to your business. So your AI truly understands your brand, data, and your goals. So in short, Moby AI Pro transforms Moby from smart assistant into a true AI collaborator, one that actually can think, create, and execute alongside you. Now, Dixxon, a great example. Dixxon is a great example of how Triple Whale and Moby agents can transform performance. Their lean marketing team was spending hours every week trying to make sense of ad performance, dealing with limited insights and unreliable attribution data from Meta and Google. They were stuck manually analyzing results across disconnected platforms, and they still couldn't clearly measure incrementality or see which products and collaborations were actually driving growth. Now, once they implemented Triple Whale and Moby agents, all of that changed. And what used to take hours now happens in under 10 minutes, saving them more than 260 hours a year. I just want to put that number into perspective for you guys. That's about 1 hour per working day. And I want you to think about what you could be doing with that time, because I think there are millions of things that you could be doing with that time. It's a huge number, truly. Now, in just 3 months, they tripled their ROI and they added $500,000 in incremental revenue through our Sonar Send feature as well. So AI isn't just saving them time, it's actually optimizing how they grow. And here's what that looked like in action. By automating their weekly creative analysis with Moby agents, Dixxon actually cut their process from 5 hours down to just 10 minutes, like I said before, a 30 times speed improvement. Their Meta ROAS increased by 169% in Q4, unlocking higher profitability, and they captured over $500,000 again in incremental revenue in just 6 months. So as Austin, their marketing strategist, put it, Moby agents now actually helps him quickly spot both underperforming and overperforming ads out of more than 600 different variations. So they're not just working faster, they're honestly working smarter with data and insights that directly drive profitability. Now we're also introducing more measurement models for you to scale acquisition with confidence. Let's talk about attribution, because honestly, it's the foundation for driving profitable growth. Triple Whale gives you 7 different attribution models to fit your marketing strategy. So whether you care most about first touch, last touch, or multi-touch attribution, the goal is simple: Let's help you actually see what's really driving performance so you can optimize and scale with confidence. We now also offer best-in-class MTA, MMM, and incrementality testing in one easy-to-use place. So this helps you eliminate guesswork and transform marketing from an art of intuition into a science of precision. And as mentioned, we also introduced marketing mix modeling, or MMM, which looks at the overall impact of all of your marketing channels, not just clicks. So it brings together data from places like TV, podcasts, influencers, and even email and SMS, giving you a true full picture view. And with built-in budget recommendations, predictive simulations, and even confidence scores, you can actually easily see where to invest for the best return, all in one simple platform. Now, recently, we also included unified measurement, and I think instead of looking at your channels in silos, Triple Whale actually brings everything into one cohesive decision engine, from AI agents to incrementality testing, MTA, MMM, and even our data scientist team. Gives you one place to understand what's really driving those results. Now, the measurement landscape is incredibly crowded. And while it seems like there are dozens of tools that really boil down to three core categories. Now, not everyone works with these every day, so let's actually use a very simple analogy here. Think of planning a road trip. So first, you need to map out your route before you start driving. That's your marketing mix modeling. So it helps you plan your budget and strategy at a very high level. Then once you're on the road, you check your GPS to navigate traffic and adjust in real time. That's your multi-touch attribution, helping you understand performance at the channel or ad level. And then sometimes you want to know which route is actually the fastest. So you run tests. That's incrementality testing, proving which tactics truly will drive your lift. Now, each of these tools plays a different essential role in your measurement strategy. But the problem is that even with all of these tools, that process is very slow, manual, and fragmented. With separate vendors, it often means 3 to 4 weeks of analysis, multiple calls, spreadsheets, and still uncertainty about the final answer. So with unified measurement, all of this comes together automatically. It shows up in your dashboard every week, and you walk into Monday with clarity and confidence, not question marks. Now let's talk about Sonar Optimize. It's our upgraded data enrichment tool that now connects with Google and TikTok through CAPI integrations. So when we first launched Sonar Optimize with Meta, customers saw huge results, an average of 17% increase in ROAS within the first 30 days. Now, the only challenge was visibility. They couldn't easily track performance. So now Sonar Optimize has a brand new home and dashboard where you can actually see your CAPI performance in real time. It helps maximize ROAS on autopilot, boost event match quality, and optimize for both new and returning customers, all with a streamlined setup. We also have Pinterest coming soon. So that's really exciting for us. And I forgot to mention, we also currently have AppLovin. Now here's another great success story. Ampersand Agency saw a 55% increase in Meta Pixel ROAS after implementing Sonar Optimize. Their media manager said that it was like flipping a switch. They immediately saw consistent increases in both conversion value and purchases, with ROAS jumping from 3.1 to 4.8 month over month. This is a perfect example of how Sonar Optimize actually helps teams unlock fast, measurable impact with almost no extra effort. And today, we're really, really excited to introduce the new Triple Whale and Omnisend integration. So this is designed to bring your email and SMS performance into the same intelligent ecosystem as the rest of your marketing data. So let's start with what this integration unlocks. So with Omnisend connected to Triple Whale, your email and SMS metrics sit directly alongside your paid media, website, attribution, and revenue data, again, all in one place. So this means you finally get one source of truth across your marketing mix without having to switch platforms or stitching reports together. But the real differentiator is that Triple Whale's Triple Whale's intelligence layer. So the moment Omnisend data flows into the platform, Moby actually starts identifying patterns, surfacing opportunities, and even suggesting optimizations you'd probably never catch manually, like underperforming abandoned cart flows, or even how your email timing impacts paid social conversions. And because Triple Whale understands the full funnel, it actually helps you make smarter decisions, like whether shifting budgets from paid social into email will actually produce a better ROI. Now it's unified, intelligent, and built to make your email and SMS programs more impactful than ever before. Now let's break it down a little bit further. So we'll break down the core benefits you get once this integration is live, which, by the way, it is currently live. You just have to switch it on your store. So first, unified attribution and ROI. You can see exactly how email and SMS contribute across the customer journey. Compare true ROI across channels and understand how these touch points influence conversions in the broader marketing mix. Second, AI-driven insights. Now, Moby agents proactively monitor your email and SMS performance. They flag anomalies, they suggest segmentation improvements, optimize flows, and even generate campaign ideas. And with Moby Chat, you can actually ask questions like, what's driving the most repeat purchases? Or how is my welcome flow trending? And you'll get instant answers backed by cross-channel data. Now, third, we're going to talk about deeper analysis here. So you unlock LTV analysis, cohort analysis, and retention insights that show how your email and SMS programs actually influence long-term customer value. So this gives brands a level of visibility that goes far beyond standalone ESP analytics. So together, Triple Whale and Omnisend give you a complete intelligence view of your marketing performance, powered by real-time data and, of course, AI. And with Moby AI Pro, with Moby AI Pro, your AI teammate just got even more powerful. So first, I'm sorry, I think this is in the wrong spot, but let's just go over this really quickly. This is basically designed for both brands and agencies. So I just want to highlight how important this is for brands and agencies. Feel free to take a screenshot of this if you'd like. There are options for both brands and agencies here because on two different levels, you have options at your disposal, and it really makes your job simpler for both agencies and brands. Now, before AI can drive action, you guys need a strong data foundation, which is why we're giving you access to this free dashboard to help you track key metrics and make smarter decisions. And I'm going to drop the link in the chat along with my email address and LinkedIn. I also do want to highlight that our free dashboard does have the Omnisend integration live for you to use. But yeah, please reach out. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to staying in touch with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm such a data nerd, and I'm so excited for everything you just shared. I'm like, oh my God, I can just chat to Moby AI and get all the answers.
I think it's made people's lives so much easier. And I think, we've also had people who have told us, hey, we don't necessarily have the budget to hire someone else right now. But thanks to what Triple Whale has offered us, we actually don't need to hire someone else because it's able to do that work for us. We're able to focus on the bigger picture of things. And it's so valuable when I get to go to events and I meet some of these brands and the powerful stories that they tell me about how valuable Triple Whale has been for their business, for their growth, for scaling faster, etc.
Absolutely. And I do have one follow-up question to that, thinking about our audience and who is joining us today or whether they're watching this afterwards. What would be the next first step that people could take if they're, let's say, a small business that maybe it's just like 1-2 people, or maybe they're an agency? Are there different paths that they can take with Moby? Or is it the same and then they build out? So what would be your advice on the next first step for them?
Yeah, I think, embracing AI is one of the biggest things that you can do right now. It can unlock so many features. I think one of the coolest things about agents specifically is that you can have manual reports set up so that you have a report ready for you on your desk on a Monday morning. So you're not spending Monday morning actually gathering all of that data. You already have that agent that's set up that's telling you what to do next. So, for example, it will already analyze everything that you may manually generally do as a brand or as an agency. Now, with Moby Agents, it'll actually say, okay, this is what's happening, but this week we suggest focusing on X, Y, and Z. So that could be, focusing on a certain promotion that you have, a certain email flow. Maybe increase your spend on Meta, decrease your spend on Meta. It will give you all of that information so that you can spend the time working and focusing on your brand rather than working and focusing on pulling those reports. I think that's a great first step. I also think, for those who have joined this conversation today, you have us at your disposal. We are here to help you in every way, in any way whatsoever. So if you want to reach out to us, go through a demo with our teams, understand the tools that you have right now, and especially having Triple Whale, where we have a free platform for you to try out with that Omnisend integration. Come reach out to us. Come go through a demo. Understand what you can use, what's free, because it might be the difference between increasing your AOV, increasing every order by just a little amount, but exponentially it has such a big effect on your bottom line. So, use us. We're here to help. Reach out to us. You have my contact information. I put my LinkedIn in the chat as well. Ask me any questions you have, and I promise I will find the answer for you, or I'll connect you to the right person on our team.
I absolutely encourage everyone just to get that demo. Just use the free opportunity to try it out. Because my other question was, and you answered it already, is like, if I'm someone who has never used a platform like this before, it might seem, oh, this is too advanced for me. I'm just a tiny e-commerce shop. So that encouragement just to try it out, look around. And I would probably guess that, you just take your own time. What would you say?
I think so too. And I think, even I would like to also highlight that with Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, some people may not want to try something new. But in reality, I think using a tool like Triple Whale and with the Omnisend integration, it's actually an easy to use tool right away. You'll be able to get analytics on the fly during one of the busiest weekends. I know there might be other analytics platforms out there that will give you your results and all of your analysis, a week or two after. But don't you want to have that information at your fingertips on the fly? Because we've had customers who are using Triple Whale and basically they noticed that a page was broken or an ad was underperforming, and they were able to pivot on the fly. They were able to figure that out on the Friday before the busiest weekend. So right on Black Friday itself, they were able to fix that. And then they were still able to capture all of those sales for the full Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. So I think one of the biggest things this year, one of the biggest trends is embracing AI, because if you're not, you're going to be falling far, far, far behind. So yeah, try it out. There's a free platform. Like I said, reach out to me. Happy to help in any way possible. Our team will help you get it set up and use it, because if you don't, you might regret it.
I love it. And I just kind of thought about at the beginning when you mentioned all the open tabs with all different data points and everything. So having that tool that just, I can chat with it and it can guide me as well. That's, such a good starting point for people who maybe never used a platform like this before. But also, if I'm running an agency, I always want to have a data analyst or 5 or 10 helping me understand what it is. So it sounds very exciting.
Agreed. I think the e-commerce space is just so vast and so big. And while you might be able to specialize in a few different areas, you can't expect everyone to know everything all at once. And I think that's really the beauty of Moby Chat, is that you can literally ask it to break something down for you. Like, explain what this term is. Explain why I might need to change this. Like, Think of it as just your AI co-pilot or your colleague that knows everything. And it's also taking that data not only from factually what things are, but it's also pulling the data points from your actual store. So it can give you real life examples of what's happening, how it's affecting your store, and then more importantly, what to do next and what to focus on next.
Yes, I think that is one of the things that I often would miss with data analytics. It's a snapshot from the past, and then I have to make my own mind on like what's going to happen next. So having
Sure.
that, ability to see a little bit further down the line, I think that is such a good additional point to a triple whale.
People are honestly drowning in data these days. Like you have data from everywhere and you have numbers from everywhere. But what does it matter if you don't know what you're going to do with those numbers after that, or how you're going to actually react to them, or what you're going to work on after that? They don't really matter. And there's just so much data out there these days. So I think Triple Whale really solves that problem of, hey, this is what's happening. Do this next because this is what's actually going to drive results and ultimately profitability.
Absolutely. Awesome. I'm looking at the time. I can see that all the questions have been answered. Again, we will send everyone the recording of this webinar. We will include the slides, the link to the free dashboard as well, so you're not missing out. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to Thamna, and she's gonna direct you to anyone who can help you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for having me today. And to all the attendees that joined today, so happy that you guys were here. I want to just wish you guys all the best for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and honestly, for the holiday season coming up. I hope you guys make the most profit you've ever made.
Oh, yes, a big, huge yes. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we're looking forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.